It really is too bad that a child who will eat dirt will turn up its nose at Brussels sprouts. Most of my children had a relatively good appetites and ate well, but like most children, they weren't so fond of vegetables. My second daughter, Shirley, had a particularly strong dislike for green peas. She started out her first meals by making it quite clear to us that she was not going to eat them. No way, no how. With lips pursed shut, she would stare us down, giving us a clear signal that it was going to be a battle. I was pretty sure I was smarter than my 2-year-old, but I was also pretty sure I didn't have the dogged determination that she possessed. We had decided we weren't going to push too hard. Usually those sorts of things tend to work themselves out. The years passed and dinner time at our house became more hectic as we added more children to the family. Eventually we had 6 children at the table, and since there are less than 9 years between the youngest and the oldest, meal times could be challenging to say the least. By the time Shirley was in elementary school, I discovered that my second daughter was eating her peas. This is how it happened. She'd been in trouble for something or other earlier in the day, and while preparing dinner, I was contemplating a suitable punishment. When we sat up to eat, I decided to check to see how penitent she felt by dishing up a big spoonful of peas right onto her plate. She looked at me and I stared her down. She knew that she was going to have to eat the peas without a fuss. All of them, whether she wanted to or not. During the meal, one of the younger children spilled some milk, and when hubby and I returned to the table after cleaning it up, we noticed that Shirley had a clean plate. Even the dreaded peas were gone. Now, we knew this child of ours very well. At first, we looked at this momentous event with suspicion because that child of ours was so sneaky. We didn't have a dog, so she couldn't have gotten rid of him that way. She didn't pawn them off on a younger sibling because they weren't particularly fond of peas either. She wasn't wearing pockets, so we knew she wasn't leaving the table with a pocket full of peas. Could it be that this child of ours was finally over her battle with green peas? I looked at her and she offered a big smile of pride. When I smiled back, she knew we were on good terms again. We didn't often have peas, but from then on, when we did, Shirley was a member of the Clean Plate Club. Fast forward, a couple of years. We expected company for dinner, and I needed to put the table leaf in to extend the table. It was a 2-person job, but I did it myself. I yanked hard on one end of the table to separate the table leaf joint. Ping, ping. Now that was a strange sound. I went to the other end and yanked hard again. Ping, ping, ping. There was a good separation of the leaf crack, and again it came with the sounds ping, ping, ping. I looked under the table to spy on the floor what looked like tiny green marbles. Lots of them. I put off further investigation because I needed to get the table leaf in. Back and forth to each end of the table to yank on the edge, all the while ping, 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 ping. Once the table was opened wide enough, I went to put in the table leaf. There, under the table on the ledge, remained dozens of petrified peas. Shirley had been squirreling away her peas under the table for years, and we never noticed. Now, there are 2 meanings to the word petrified. There's the so frightened one is unable to move petrified, but there's also the organic matter changed into a stony substance petrified. When my daughter realized that she'd been caught, she was as petrified as the peas were, because after all, they were the peas that pass us all understanding.